Welcome. Today we're going to do something a little bit different. Someone I work with, his daughter collects Pokemon cards, and she's kindly lent me these to have a look through, maybe do a bit of a review. And one of the things I like doing when I look through other people's binders is finding some cards, looking for something that interests me, and researching it. So we're going to start with Raichu. Okay, some steel types. So straight away, you can see that they've been organized by color, normal type Pokemon. Then we get into the Dragon type. It's just another, I do like Noibat. It's just another nod to different people collect things in different ways. Some people like to keep the colors together. Some people like to collect them in set by set. And, some people like to go for a specific Pokemon. Any kind of collection is a good collection. So here we have a Charmander. Excuse me. A little closer look. From Pokemon Go set. The stand didn't give it away. This little symbol in the corner might focus. But something that not everyone knows about this set is that down here, every now and again, you'll see a tiny little Ditto. And with that, you can actually peel the front of the card off, and it's got a Ditto behind. I've opened a few Pokemon Go, and I've yet to find one yet. Into our electric type Pokemon. Another Pokemon Go Pikachu. No Ditto. I do really like this artwork. So quickly. Pikachu, Dedenne, Togedemaru there. Very nice. Hello Zapdos. Zeraora. Oh, now at that point, it's worth bringing up that these binders are great, but if you're not careful, they can split down the seams. Ooh, Hooper. Pokemon I'm missing from my personal full Pokedex binder. But sorry, as I was saying, they do start to split. They can cross over. But there's binders out there that don't do that. It's completely up to you. You can spend as much or as little. Pokemon. I have some Altex binders here. Each page there's a pocket for the Pokemon card on either side. And there's sort of like a fabric between them so that the cards themselves, the backs, don't get too damaged. I also put them in sleeves as well, which can help prevent them rubbing on each other. Now the Pokemon Go. Larvitar. No Ditto, I'm afraid. Growlithe. Second favourite of mine. Following Arcanine. We're now into the Psychic type. Now, this I noticed earlier, and I will show it to you. Hopefully I can get it to show clearly on the camera. But the hollow, there it is, the hollow pattern on this particular Greavard is almost sort of spotty, which I found is called Galaxy Hollow or Cosmo Hollow, and usually is on the cards that come either sort of like in a blister pack or an EX box. This one, I'm assuming, came with this Houndstone in the Houndstone EX box. So there was this one and that as promo cards, and that's why this one has the additional hollow effect on it. Lunatone, Pokemon Go, no ditto. I really like this Ralts artwork. I've always been a fan of Ralts. Curlier, both Gardevoir and Gallade. Oh, old style artwork. I think that was something else earlier, but this is from Evolutions, which is almost another printing of the base set. Uh, a few different cards. I don't think they printed the entire set. Grass type. And then we're into our trainers. Okay, that's our collection. Organised well. Let's get into Charizard. Okay, starting with our trainers this time. There are trainers tend to garner their own collectors. There are people out there that like to focus on trainer cards. Some people like to focus on trainer cards if they've got Pokemon in them, and amongst other things. So here we've got some nice full arts, some more of the rarer stuff. That's Gardevoir V, Gardevoir GX, Gumshoes and Solgaleo. These are GXs. From Sun and Moon era, there's little stamps in the bottom left corner that should tell you what each set is from. Now, these are quite interesting. So this Charizard EX, the Raichu and the Mewtwo have got these extra stamps on them. And what that means is, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put this in a sleeve. Like that. Just as something, a little extra protection, so they can go back together. Or not. I'll get it back in the sleeve. What that stamp means is that it came from Battle Academy 2020. So Battle Academy is a sort of box you can buy. It's got a board, some pre-made decks, which is where these three will have come from. And yeah, so in this Electabuzz, it's probably difficult to see from there. It also has the Pikachu stamp. So it will have had pre-built decks, some counters, coins, a board, and it's just an introduction to learning how to play the actual trading card game itself. I do very much like this Electrike. And I've got another Magnemite from Evolutions, which is the old style from the base set. Alolan Raichu. A few of these stamps now. A few more Pikachus. Everyone loves a Pikachu. Okay. I like Gyarados. I like the artwork on that. And I do prefer, so you will have seen the reverse holographic pattern. So instead of the picture being sort of shiny, the art around the card. And this one has like a particularly large watermark and then a few other water sort of symbols around it. I personally prefer that to the way that they are now, which is usually just sort of like columns of the type that they are. The dark ones, you can barely see the reverse hollow pattern. Quite similar to this Terraseed. That's also reverse hollow, but it's not as defined, should we say. Type hollow pattern, reverse hollow even. It's a bit more difficult to see that it's actually hollow, reflective. Take it out. So this particular lichen rock, I noticed that the hollow pattern is almost sort of shattered and cracked. So I decided to delve into it and look into it a little bit more. And it turns out that that particular lichen rock is from a theme deck specifically for that, and you can only get it within that theme deck, and it's the Lichen Rock theme deck from Burning Shadows. Sun and Moon era. Look at Rockruff trying to push his way through the snow, having the best time of his life. Nice side guard there. Really like the artwork on this Caterpie. Just hiding behind the flower. And then I noticed this particular Dwevel. He seems relatively unassuming, but is in awe of some Moltres soaring through the sky above him. I think because people are so focused these days on, full arts and illustration rares and all those sorts of things, I think sometimes the artwork on the regular cards can sometimes get overlooked. Some energies. Venusaur Spirit Link. Okay, thank you for letting me have a look through your binders. I have learnt a few bits myself from reading this. The Lycanroc, the Grievard, the Battle Deck from 2020. And as a thank you, it's nothing too extravagant, but what I will do is give you a Charizard from my own Pokemon Go collection, given to understand it's a favourite Pokemon. Again, thank you, and hopefully I'll get to look through some more people's collections, learn some more, and pass that learning on to you guys. Thanks for watching. Pokewashi out.